I went 16. You been mean. Had to take my leave. Honestly, I would rather freeze where I can be seen. Let me be. I might get the world. Still couldn't be me. Still wouldn't be me. No, I wouldn't be. Okay, so that's a song called Couldn't Be Me by IJB and Luma, okay? And this song was actually written by me. So I could have been, honestly, I could have been the one. Okay, so it goes like, I went 16, you been mean, had to take my leave. Okay? I went 16, you been mean, had to take my leave. So I'm talking about like, I'm growing, you been mean, I'm leaving. I'm growing, right? I'm growing up. This is it. Honestly, I would rather freeze where I can't be seen. Because I'm talking about how I don't even feel like myself, right? So it's like, honestly, I would rather freeze where I can't be seen than put up with all of this, so I'm leaving, right? And turning 16 was that marking point. That's what I was basically saying. Let me be, I might get the world, still couldn't be me. Let me be is actually a call to like, let me go. Just like, let me be, right? Stop telling me to like appreciate anything. Just like, let me be. I might get the world, still couldn't be me. That's where it starts to get kind of deep, but I still stand on that, right? I contemplate why I should have much strive towards anything if I'm gonna be feeling not like who I should be, you know? So it's like, it is kind of like weird. And I guess the reasons I don't feel like myself is because I've kind of talked about it in other videos, but it's like, I feel like I'm not in control of my brain. Like my brain makes me feel things and say things and do things that I don't even want to do. So who am I to say that I'm me? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm in control by this freaking puppet thing that's always after survival and food and reproduction. Like, it's always after these stupid things that I don't want to be thinking about, you know? Like, it doesn't put the things first that I want to keep first. Like, it hurts the people I love when I don't want to hurt the people I love. If you asked me if I want to hurt the people I love, I'd say no. But then my brain makes decisions that do. My brain doesn't let me do the things I want to do, and it hurts me. It makes me feel like I don't love me, right? So certain things like that make me feel like I'm not even me. You know, who am I to say that? Like, you know, like what the freak? So it is kind of like weird. Yeah, so I talk about I might get the world, still couldn't be me. No, I wouldn't be. And then I say, where can I stand when the seats taking up the scene? Too much green, keep me in the palette like I'm dressed in pink. But where can I stand when the seats taking up the scene? Where can I stand when the seats taking up the scene? So I'm talking about the scene is like life, right? And the chairs are like what people sit down to play a certain part. People are trying to like fit in and do all of this, so much so that it almost becomes the whole thing, right? The whole point of life is by like just fitting in and putting on this act the whole time. Like, that's just all it is. To where it almost makes me like, that's taking up the whole scene. It's just these seats. Like, it's like just masks everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like, where can I stand when the seat's taking up the scene? Because it's like, that's such a good worded thing, because it's like, I want to stand while everyone's trying to sit down, but the seats are they're taking away, they're taking up the whole scene. Where if I stand, I'll stick out, and there's not even room for me to stand anyways. Another line I really like is, I could be right next to the world crying about the peace. Let it ring, money calling up, but I'm not gonna speak. Out at sea, only way to leave without hating me. Everything, hating everything, because it's hating me. Let me be. I said let me be. I'm not trying to speed. What all this would mean is just, I could be right next to the world crying about the peace. You could give me everything in the world that I want, and I would be upset that I was able to get it. I would see that as a problem. So it's like, you could never satisfy it. Right? Like, I would never be content when it's just a constant battle, gang. It's really annoying. So I truly could be right next to the world and cry about the peace, because I'd be like, why am I even next to the world? Like, it's just always, it's not like, it just doesn't make sense ever. Let it ring, money calling up, but I'm not gonna speak. I'm glad I said something like that, because that's pretty cool to just be like, that's not even the point. Like, I would put down money, I would that's not even what I'm striving for. That's not what makes me feel like me. Out at sea, only way to leave without hating me, right? So if I leave anywhere else, I hate me. If I go to the public, I hate me. If I'm around other people, I hate me. Going out at sea is like where you're away from everyone and you're away from everything. So I'm saying that's the only way I could leave without hating me is by just separating myself, going in the middle of an ocean. Like, I don't even know. That's kind of extreme. Everything, hitting everything because it's hating me. Let me be. I said, let me be. I'm not trying to speed. So I feel like everything's hating me. It's pushing me to keep going faster, keep going down this way I don't even want to be on. So I hate it because it's hating me. Can't release my world till they drop. I said, pretty please. So I can't show them my world until they drop this act. You know what I mean? Because they're not even going to appreciate it for what it is. And then I kind of just say funny lines because I was just kind of rhyming at that point. I didn't realize how impactful the song was lyric-wise. Slumber party, we could meet right under the tree, off a beat, used to trying to sing, now I'm off a beat, keep me weak, got you in a week, now you're part of me, has to be how it has to be, that's just what we need, keep me weak, got you in a week, now you're part of me. I think stuff like that's pretty strong too of a lyric. Another part too, where the song kind of like picks up for like a second little like chorus part. It goes, I'm just saying please, it can't be real out the galaxy. She think I'm too sweet for a pull, cover up the bleeding on TV, that's the role. In the jewelry, taking away what's in me. Sorry, but I'm speeding out a shopping spree. That's basically about just putting the mask on, you know what I mean? Just covering myself up with jewelry and out of a shopping spree, you know, like I'm just covering myself up in designer to try to take away, cover up the bleeding on TV. That's the role. Like I'm talking about like that's crazy. I feel like I'm always on TV and I'm trying to cover up all my bleeding all the time. And that's my role. That's just the role for I worded this so freaking coolly. Like I'm so happy I made this when I did. So I'm just saying, please, it can't be real. Out the galaxy, she think I'm too sweet for a pull. Right? So pulls like for like violence and whatnot. And she thinks I'm too sweet to use violence because of how I come off. And then right after that, I'm saying I cover up the bleeding on TV. That's my role. So it's basically just all about like this inner is not the same as the outer, right? I'm just listing off ways that I'm just disassociating from that. And I think that's so beautifully written. And the jewelry taking away what's in me. Sorry, but I'm speeding out a shopping spree. So I think that's so cool. And then it comes right back into the chorus. I went 16, you've been mean, had to take my lean, honestly, I would rather freeze where I can be seen. Let me be, I might get the world, still couldn't be me, still I wouldn't be. So that's freaking beautiful. You guys can check that song out for sure. I made that a year ago now, almost 11 months. 11 months ago I made that. And I just think it's beautiful how a song I made in the past can still help me in the future. I'm able to think things out and really process them in a different way because I have perspectives from younger me. And I think that's something to like really be known by everyone, that like that's how it works. You are allowed to help yourself in that type of way. Like that's crazy. I didn't know that when I made that song, that it would have such a big impact on me. Like I would be like other people maybe, but there was one time where someone listened through my songs and they said that that was one of their favorite. And I started listening to it more because of that. And that made me realize like, oh, that's actually a really cool song. And now every time I hear it, I'm like, this song is literally my soul speaking. Like it's kind of crazy. I just like how I say everything in a fun way, but it's also like me. Like it's like pretty deep thoughts about like what is going on. Will I ever be happy with myself? You know, like just things like that. Like when I feel so trapped, I don't feel like I'll ever not feel trapped. So I just have to accept it. It's just that type of stuff. So that's the type of stuff I talk about in the videos, but then I also make in the song. So it's really freaking cool. It's so cool. But yeah, check that out. I want to talk about that real quick. That's one of my freaking favorite songs I've ever done. And the lyrics, amazing. But yeah, IGB Luma. Subscribe for more like this. I'm probably gonna do more video stuff about songs. Obviously I do video stuff. What am I talking about? But yeah, I was like,